Welcome back to Kel's Creation Station. I'm very happy today because I get to show you the first project that I ever used polymer clay, which is an oven-baked clay. And hallelujah, it has changed my whole life, my whole creativity path. It has opened up all the possibilities. If you're ever sad, you need something to brighten your day, get a little pack of polymer clay, make a tiny leaf, make a little flower, make a mini mushroom. Your day will be 10 times better, I know it. So this is my little alien home. I call it the Cosmic Cove. That's what I named it. And not everything in here is made of clay, but a lot of the things that make it cool are clay. So I'll just go through all the parts and I'll tell you how I did it and what I used and all of that. So first of all, if you're a 90s kid, I mean, that's when I was living it. You might recall these little, they're like rubbery, some of them are like plasticky, but this guy's rubbery, little alien creatures that you could get from gumball machines, okay, like the 50-cent machines. Oh my gosh. So when my mom asked me to clean the attic with her, go through my old stuff, I found a whole bag of these little aliens that I would collect from the gumball machines, okay? And look at this one. So this is the owner of the Cosmic Cove, okay? He's the man, he's the CEO, he's got his umbrella and his little book. But my mom asked me to go through my toys and I found them and I said, oh my gosh, I need to give them a home. They need something to display them in because they're just too precious. And I have tried to find like packs of these little things, like these kind of aliens, Temu, wherever. I cannot find them. They are one of a kind, precious, okay? So I had to give them a little space to live. And I said, well, they're all doing different hobbies. Like these guys are playing basketball. We got some skateboarders. We got some surfers, okay? Here's a karate guy and a guy lifting weights. There's some on the top that I'll show you. So I said, I'm gonna make like a little recreation center for them, okay? And I called it the Cosmic Cove. So I'm just gonna like do a panorama. So there's the bottom, we have waterfall there, all the way up, we have them playing on their cliffs, and then when you get up high, you will see some more of our little friends. And this I am just considering like a little, I don't know, they're like hunting, they're hunting the little snails. So I'll get to that. We have a hot tub area, a cafe, okay? And I decorated the sides too with various clay fun. So let's start on the bottom here. And let me see the best way to do this. So I'll just start with this little home. And this was a Dollar Tree fairy house. They sell all kinds of these and I just covered it with that metallic paint that I love and a little bit of glitter, okay? And I used pieces of foam, propped it up on there, used these wooden blocks, which are from the Dollar Tree, and I just, you know, propped it up there. I made a little stone path from gems from the Dollar Tree. All the stones, all these like river rocks are Dollar Tree rocks. You can get them in packs there. They make a great addition to your little fairy homes and various projects, okay? And let's see. So these little wood rounds are quite useful and cute in fairy homes. I'm just gonna do a rotate for you. So this is like the little path that they would go up. This is like a little gangster alien. He's going up. He's gonna go play some basketball with these guys, okay? I'll show you the sides because as I was making it, I was like not sure if I was gonna do the sides or not. And it was the last thing I did, but then I was like, I have to. So I used a lot of clay. I just did like tried to make it look like very cosmic-y and almost like ocean-y, you know? And everything you see is made of clay. I just sculpted it, used different tools. The only thing that's not clay is the shell of my little snail, which is a marble that I also found that day that I was cleaning in the attic, okay? So that's our little snail friend. Oh, his antennas are paper clips, okay? So I'll just do a zoom in and you can just kind of see. Oh, there's another one hiding. Hello, buddy. He's got a big marble. And I think I have one more up there. I did put some glitter on some of these mushrooms. I just wanted to make it look like it was just growing, and I filled in the gaps. So I just made a bunch of stuff out of clay and I just placed it in there like randomly, especially these like curlies. Those were fun to make, easy. But then I just filled in the gaps with that moss that you can find. I think I get my moss, my bag of moss at Michael's, okay? But they sell like smaller bags at Dollar Tree, I think. So let's back up. So I do have my giant mushroom right on the top. I'll show you here. And there's the other snail, okay? And there's the guy on the top that is hunting. He's hunting. He has the reason why I did make the snails was because this guy he's got a little gun, okay? I was like, he's gotta be shooting something. He's gotta be hunting for something. And so there's the security guy. He's on top and he is just kind of watching out for any problems, because these people over here, they're enjoying the hot tub. Okay, look at him. He's enjoying the hot tub. Actually had to cut his legs off, okay? I cut his legs off to make him fit in the hot tub there. And then we also have, and I cut their feet off too. These guys were two little rubbery guys. I cut their feet off so that I could glue them on the stools. Their little drinks are a bead and a paper clip to look like a coconut drink. And I called that Galaxy Grill, okay? And I just used like toothpicks and Jenga pieces to make this little tiki bar. And that's about it up there, okay? So then I'll show you the other side of the Cosmic Cove, and then we'll go inside, okay? And then we shall go inside of the cove. So the other side, I just did like this tree, okay, with mushrooms and flowers growing out of it. This clay was colored clay. Everything else in the project is made from like a block of gray, okay, that I painted with the metallic paint. It gave it such a cool look. This was colored already, so all these colors were just colors of clay. This project did survive a move, okay, in a truck wobbling around. So I did have to fix some of these flowers, and I do see parts that are a little effed up still. So I made little mushrooms going down here. The tree itself is just paper that I like twisted and formed and glued on there, and I painted with black and then a gold metallic. So that's the sides of the Cosmic Cove. So who's inside of the Cosmic Cove? Let's look. Let's see what they're up to today. Having a fun recreational day. So first of all, I started with this. This is a clear Christmas bulb, right? So people buy those to put like glitter inside, and it's large, you know, it's pretty big. It's a big bulb. I stuffed 2 strands of fairy lights inside of there, and they are like purple and blue lights. And that's what I started with. I cut it out of the corner of the box so that I would have a light source. There's another light source down here. These are green lights behind these rocks. I just glued a wall of rocks and I stuffed the lights down in here. And those rocks are glowing green. This wall is looking quite holographic right now because I did use like a holographic silver paper along this wall, so it's just reflecting the light a little bit. But there's a rock climbing wall, okay? Here's this little girl. She's my only girl other than the girl that was up at the cafe, okay? But she, maybe she's the wife. Maybe she's my wife, okay? We opened Cosmic Cove 50 years ago. 50,000 years ago. Anyhow, so I want to show you my waterfall because I'm pretty sure I made this and then I went straight to making the waterfall. So let's see if I can get a good angle. It's hard. So my waterfall, so I got my little surfers on the waterfall. So these guys actually had little wheels on their skateboards, so they needed a skate park. So I just made this stuff out of clay and foam, and he's grinding on a paper clip, okay? But the waterfall is made of foam. I actually found a big piece of foam that you would see maybe on the floor in a daycare center. It was one of those pieces they kind of like puzzled together, like for a playroom. I found one of those on the side of the road, and it took very well to the hot glue. So this is just hot glue, and then I just added some metallic colors. All these stones, I also had like a collection of rocks and like precious stones and gems that I found that day when I was cleaning the attic. So that's at the bottom of the waterfall. And let's see, the bottom here is just a bunch of hot glue as well. This is all just hot glue as well. The cliffs, let's see. So the cliffs that they're on are still that large piece of play place foam that I found. It was probably like 16 by 16. It was a big one, and it was just like sitting on the side of the road when I was taking a walk, and it was all dirty, and I was like, wait a second, this is like a good craft item. So I took it. Otherwise, it probably would have just keep getting run over and stuff, of course. So let's see, the last couple things are the basketball players, little cutie pies. And I just kind of used an old little piece of net to make the net and place them around. My favorite though, I have to say, are the skaters. I mean, look at him. He is just having the cosmic time of his life. And then up there is the gym. I don't know, maybe the karate guy's my favorite. He's cute. He's cute. And this guy already had a weight in his hand, so then I made a weight back there, a weight rack back there. There's a little yoga mat, and I had this little miniature circular mirror. I just pinned that up. And I just covered, you know, this wall with moss, added some color to it. So all of this stuff, this is all made of clay as well. And this side as well. So I think that's everything. That's Cosmic Cove. I just want to go here and live here. But this project really sparked me to want to just make the most like cool projects that I can, the like neatest stuff that I could think of. And I also love giving old things a home. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.